So here it is, a really, really big day in the land of BA ceramic art. It's the first day that I get to start my kiln, and I am super scared and I am super excited. It's just, it takes so much time to make enough bisque stuff, raw green clay stuff, to throw it in the kiln for the first firing, and you know, you run the risk of ruining all that hard work. So I hope that that's not the case.
The tide goes in, the tide goes out. That's proof of God, said the Brussels sprout. Argue with a vegetable. You can't, you just can't. How you gonna argue with a vegetable?
I want you in the shot. So here he is. You gotta scoot down. This is my safety manager. He's making sure I'm following all the safety precautions. He also cut one of my kiln shelves in half for me. I love you, babe. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, babe.
So here we are. Okay, you can go if you want. You don't. So I've read my instructions like 500 times. We're crossing my fingers so I don't blow up my house. And we are going to start the kiln. She's loaded, as you saw in the previous photo. And oh my God, I'm so excited, but I'm so freaking scared. So yeah. Here we go. I gotta move it away from the wall. Hold on. Okay, amateur hour, I confess. Didn't have it moved away from the wall far enough, and did not have it plugged in. So those are two things that really help a lot. So I did all that, and I'm happy to say I did not break anything in the kiln. So yay. So here we go. We're ready to start her up. I can't wait. BA history making. She's running. We'll start our watches.
You can't, you just can't.
Good morning. Last night did not go as planned. You know, the kiln was supposed to finish at 11, and I wanted to come down here and check on it, and when I did, it was cold, and I wish I'd videotaped that, because I'm sure the look on my face was priceless. I don't know what I do know what happened. It was a little bit warm and it was cold, but when I put the plunger in, the pins hadn't dropped, like the cones hadn't melted, but I couldn't push in the plunger thing, and then no power, and I looked and I didn't I didn't flip the circuit. I just woke up, so I'm not speaking clearly, but I didn't flip the circuit breaker, so I don't know what the deal was. So I opened it and checked it all out. Well, apparently I had the timer on it set. See, I knew I was going to come down here and double check on it, so I didn't set the timer. Well, I didn't notice that the timer had only been set for 3 hours. So this was the good news, because I was so bummed that I was like, oh my God, I just ruined all that stuff, and I won't have a way of finishing it because I don't have a kiln that works, and I don't really have the money to hire somebody to come fix it. So yeah, I was just freaking out all over the place. However, I figured it out that it was the timer, and by last night, 1 o'clock, I had gone through the low setting for an hour, then I'd gone through my medium setting for the hour, and I had started it on the high setting, and that's when you close the lid and just let it go. I set the timer for it to turn off automatically after 9 hours. So this has led us to this hour. I think it's like 10 a.m. And oh, it's off, but it is very, very hot. Yay! So I'm super stoked about that. I can't touch the handle, but the sides are still really hot. So they say to let it cool down to 125 before you open it. Now, how you're supposed to know it's 125 is a whole other game thing. But yeah, so I'm just going to let this cool down for another little bit, and we'll be back to see how things worked. So I did check, and the pin has dropped. So it turned off that way instead of turning off at the timer. So that's a good sign. But I'm curious because, you know, everything I've read has said that the electric kilns will run about 8 hours. And this one, the timer stopped at 6. So that only really means that it was running for like 5 hours. So, because there was the 2 hours ahead of time when I was on low and medium. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to the touch. I think maybe I can open it and vent it. Looks like everything is fine, but we'll be back for the unload later. Okay, here I am, and it's cool enough to the touch. There's still a little warm in there, but they say when you can touch the handle and touch the kiln that you're good to go. So I will just hope that that's what it is. It's I can touch the kiln walls, so I can assume I can touch my pieces. So we're not really getting a great camera angle, but there's the kiln. So, oh, it's Bist. It's Bist. We're winners. We're winners. So, yeah. Wow. These are still a little warm, but I think they're okay to take out. If it was 125 degrees, I wouldn't be able to touch it, right? Oh, look at this piece. He turned out so good. Yes. Yeah, cool beans. I'm stoked. So, yes. These are going to be cool little, I don't know, ornaments or whatever. So, yeah, these are awesome. All right, well, I'm not going to unload the whole kiln for you. You know, you'll get the idea, but yeah, I can bisque, man. I'm excited. Yay! So I may have opened the kiln a little bit too early because stuff was really warm, but I had to get my stamper because I wanted, this is my first little thing that I got with, I don't know, for some reason, I think when you don't have to like carve your name in or paint your name in, you've got a stamp, like that's a sign you're legit. I know, I'm crazy. Anyway, so I made this cute little bud vase, and I wanted to use my stamp for the first time. So here we go, first time stamp. I hope I don't break anything. It's still warm to the touch. Aw. Not quite working out. Yep. I got the B, but it didn't get the A. I think you need to have something pressing from the other side because the bottom of this is just pushing up. So, oh, bummer. Man. But, oh well, I'll just carve my A in. And oh, and you know what? It's backwards. I forgot to make it backwards. Mother effer. Good morning. How's everybody doing? So I have done a few firsts since we last saw each other. I have bought some oxide, and I've done an oxide wash on my pottery, and then I did my very first high firing. And so this kiln opening is going to be about things that I can now sell. So I am really, really excited. I'm just thrilled that my kiln operates and didn't give me any problems this time. No operator errors this time. I think. We haven't opened the kiln yet. So without further ado, let's get to it. Hi, little kiln. Ooh, look at all that lovely. Wow, those dragonflies turned out a little darker than I thought they would. That's cool. All right, let's get unloading, shall we? Where's the little, oh, there it is. Okay. These are my new little tea lights. I'm gonna wire wrap some dichroic glass in there. That'll be cool. Then here's some dragonflies, which I know don't look all that wonderful, but trust me, after I'm done with them, they will be awesome. So those are cool. And then these are my little goddesses, which again, see that detail on, can that show me detail? Anyways, it's got little flowers carved into her. Oh yeah, these are cool. This is what I wanted to see. My little, so I did an oxide wash over the underglaze here. And I think what I should have done is painted it on the bisque, the underglaze, that's the colors, and then done the oxide wash a little heavier. But there's a cool oxide wash, just willy-nilly. And again, I'm going to put like little stones or dichroic glass in those. Little tea light. Here's a little top secret project, another little tea light. That's a present for someone. I'll explain that later, possibly. And then this one has just little dragonflies in it. So again, so these all are going to get one last step. I'm going to decorate them. So another little step after this. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. It's one, you know, for the longest time I was so afraid of it, and I'm just kind of glad that I got over that and stepped in and learned it and conquered my fear. So I don't know why it took me so long, but I made it! Woohoo!
My prayers for rain will end this drought.
It's very early. I need a cup of coffee. I love you guys. Peace, love, and rocks. Remember to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on my way to 100 followers so I can get my name back. I love you guys. Take care.
That's proof of God, said the Brussels sprout.